जब शशि थरूर ने अपना पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू एक भारतीय होने के नाते, मेंबर पार्लियामेंट होने के नाते पेश किया, और वो बड़ा ही जानदार पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू था।
There will be a price to pay, and that price has been going up systematically. I'll just take you briefly through what happened. You may remember in 2015, well, you may not remember because this is our problem, not yours. We are determined now that there's got to be a new bottom line to this. We have tried everything, international dossiers, complaints to sanctions committee, diplomacy. Pakistan has remained in denial. There has been absolutely no conviction, no serious criminal prosecution. So from our point of view, this is it. You do this, you're going to get this back. And we have demonstrated with this operation.
कांग्रेस के शशि थरूर साहब जो है वो बीजेपी के स्पोक्समैन बन गए हैं, और ये भी कह दिया है कि अगर कोई भी इंसिडेंट होगा, खा वो कश्मीर में हो, मुंबई में हो, दिल्ली में हो, कहीं भी हो, तो वो कहेंगे जी ये पाकिस्तान के लोग आए हैं, उन्होंने ये किया है, और फिर इस्तीफा जो कुछ किया इससे ज्यादा आगे बढ़ के करना पड़ेगा। तो दे हैव कमिटेड देमसेल्व्स टू दिस
कि टेररिस्ट जहां भी हो उन्हें वहां जाकर मारना हमारा हक बनता है, हमारा कर्तव्य बनता है, ये हमारी ड्यूटी है कि हम वहां जाकर करें। क्योंकि अगर यूएस की ड्यूटी उसामा बिन लादेन को लाने की है,
पाकिस्तान में भी इसके जवाब में जिस शख्सियत को, पर्सनालिटी को चुना गया है कि वो शशि थरूर के सामने पाकिस्तान का स्टैंड लेकर जाएंगे और काउंटर करेंगे शशि थरूर को, वो है बिलावल भुट्टो।
तो दोस्तों, शशि थरूर जी ने डोनाल्ड ट्रंप की धरती यानी अमेरिका से न सिर्फ पाकिस्तान के लिए बल्कि ट्रंप के लिए भी क्लियर मैसेज दिया है कि भारत अब न रुकेगा, न सहेगा, न झुकेगा। और शशि थरूर जी की जो बात है उसको एक
वो कोई इतना आसान काम भी नहीं है ना, उसको बंद करने के लिए 4-5 साल की प्लानिंग करनी पड़ेगी आपको, और हम चुप करके नहीं बैठेंगे, पहली बात। दूसरी बात ये कहते हैं हम कराची को ब्लॉकेड कर देंगे। अच्छा, वो कर सकते हैं, दे कैन कम एंड उनके जो जहाज वहाज आ जाए वो आके खड़े हो जाए वहाँ और सारी शिपिंग को रोक दें। तो फिर पाकिस्तान क्या करेगा? पाकिस्तान ब्रेक थ्रू करेगा ना, पाकिस्तान विल से रिमूव और एल्स वील अटैक। तो फिर ये फिर फेस टू फेस हो जाएगा, जैसे क्यूबन मिसाइल क्राइसिस 1962 में हुई थी। तो हमारी जहाज सबमरीन्स, उनकी जहाज एंड यू विल फेस अ क्राइसिस देयर। इट्स लाइक LOC के ऊपर उधर वो है, इधर है, ये फायरिंग शुरू है। तो यहाँ तो फायरिंग की बात नहीं है, यहाँ तो जहाज ही डूब देंगे वो। और वी हैव द पावर टू डू दैट, नॉट जस्ट इन द सी बट फ्रॉम द एयर ऑल्सो। तो फिर ये क्या होगा? यही होगा कि जी जैसे पुराने ज़माने में डॉग फाइट होती थी कि जी 2 उनके गिर गए, एक आपका गिर गया, तो मगर राउंड तो हो गया ना। और फिर ये दीज आर वेरी एक्सपेंसिव प्रोपोजिशंस। सो आई थिंक आगे बड़ी टेंस सिचुएशन डेवलप हो रही है।
There was an 88-hour war. It needn't have happened at all. Lives have been lost. But at the same time, we look back on this experience with a steely and renewed sense of determination. There has now got to be a new normal. No one sitting in Pakistan is going to be allowed to believe that they can just walk across the border and kill our citizens with impunity. There will be a price to pay, and that price has been going up systematically. I'll just take you briefly through what happened. You may remember in 2015, well, you may not remember because this is our problem, not yours, but in 2015, in January, there was an attack on an Indian air base, a place called Pathankot. And our Prime Minister had just made a goodwill visit to Pakistan the previous month. The then Pakistan Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif, whose granddaughter's wedding was on the same day, he'd given gifts. So when this happened, he was so astonished that he actually called the Pakistani Prime Minister and said, why don't you join the investigation? Let's solve who is doing this. And the Pakistani, you can imagine the horror of the Indian military establishment at this idea that Pakistani investigators are going to come to an Indian airbase. But they came. And they went back to Pakistan and said, oh, the Indians did it to themselves. That was the last straw. I mean, it was just we'd already gone through the horrors of 2008 in Mumbai when 170 people had been killed, and the Pakistani denials at that time were laid bare, not just by the fact that we caught one of the terrorists alive and his family, etc., were identified in Pakistan, but equally because that drama took place over 3 days, during which Western intelligence agencies trained their recording devices, amongst other things, on Pakistani, the chilling voice of the Pakistani handler, giving minute-by-minute instructions to the killers in Mumbai. So the evidence was there, they've been denial. And as you know, thereafter, the Pakistanis claimed not to know where Osama bin Laden was until he was found in a safe house right next to an army cantonment in a city dominated by the army. This is Pakistan, and I'm afraid for us, 2015 was the last opportunity for them to behave, to cooperate, to really show they were serious about ending terror as they claimed every time that they were. We are determined now that there's got to be a new bottom line to this. We have tried everything, international dossiers, complaints to sanctions committee, diplomacy, even this joint investigation attempt, everything has been tried. Pakistan has remained in denial. There has been absolutely no conviction, no serious criminal prosecution, no attempt to dismantle the terror infrastructure in that country and the persistence of safe havens. So from our point of view, this is it. You do this, you're going to get this back. And we have demonstrated with this operation that we can do it with a degree of precision. We have a right to self-defense. We've exercised that right. We have not done so irresponsibly, and we have not done so in a way that would have warranted a wider conflagration. That's really the message I wanted to give you all today.
जय श्री राम दोस्तों, अगर आप भी दिल से हिंदू राष्ट्र का सपना देखते हो तो इस वीडियो को जोरदार लाइक ठोको, कमेंट में पूरे जोश से जय श्री राम लिखो